For 12 episodes, we've traveled through the shadows of the frontier, through the dust of Indian territory, through the stories history tried to bury. And in every chapter, one truth has risen again and again. Black lawmen were not the exception. They were the backbone of justice in the American West. Bass Reeves, Grant Johnson, Zeke Miller, Rufus Cannon, Neely Factor, Ike Rogers, Bob Fortune, Bill Colbert, John West, T.B. Johnson, Calvin Meeks, and Bass Outlaw. These were not side characters in someone else's story. They were the story. They were the reason families slept safely at night. They were the reason outlaws feared the sound of hooves in the dark. They were the reason justice reached places the law had abandoned. They rode into danger without hesitation. They crossed rivers, mountains, and nations. They faced storms, ambushes, and the constant threat of death. And they did it not for glory, not for fame, but because someone had to stand between the innocent and the lawless. They carried badges in a world that didn't want them to wear one. They enforced laws in territories that questioned their authority. They protected people who didn't always protect them in return. Yet they served with honor, discipline, and a courage that still echoes across time. These men were trackers, negotiators, horsemen, marksmen, leaders, protectors. And above all, they were symbols of what justice could look like when integrity mattered more than skin color. Their stories remind us that the West was never just a place of outlaws and legends. It was a place where Black men carved out space for themselves in the face of impossible odds. A place where they proved day after day that bravery has no color and justice has no boundaries. As we close this series, we honor every lawman whose name survived the records and everyone whose name did not. Because for every Reeves, every Johnson, every Miller, every Meeks, there were dozens more who rode the same trails, fought the same battles, and upheld the same oath. Their legacy is bigger than the frontier, bigger than the badge, bigger than the myths America tells about itself. Their legacy is truth. Their legacy is strength. Their legacy is justice. And now, their legacy is no longer untold. This has been Legends of the Law, a tribute to the Black lawmen who shaped the West and shaped America. If these true stories moved you, like, share, and subscribe to Black Justice Untold so we can keep reclaiming our history together. Our stories deserve to be seen, heard, and remembered.